James Harden declines his 47.4 million player option and will resign with the Sixers on a short-term deal. Let me just talk about this. In Philadelphia, the acquisition of James Harden didn't pan out as anybody expected last season. He played more like a role player than an MVP and led his team to a brutal playoff defeat against the Miami Heat in the second round. But today, Sixers fans will be happy to hear about James Harden's latest move. According to Shams, the All-Star point guard will opt out of his final year of his deal and sign a short-term deal to give the Sixers some financial flexibility. So let's just talk about this. So with James Harden declining this option, and let's say he signs for at least 20 million, the Sixers will have some cap flexibility to go after some marquee role players in free agency. So via the Athletic, the Philadelphia 76ers have star James Harden has declined. He decided to opt out his 47.4 million player option for the 2022-2023 season in order to return to the franchise on a free agent contract. And Harden made his decision in recent weeks and communicated a clear goal to the 76ers officials, winning a championship in Philadelphia next season. So Harden opting out and taking less opens up a path for the Sixers to upgrade their roster and sign at least a couple of free agents and create some cap flexibility. So yeah, this is actually a pretty good move, and I feel like this James Harden has helped the Sixers in a way to be able to contend next season. So with him signing a deal that is worth like about 15 to 20 million, that's as if he's gonna take that money. That he's gonna take that money, but when he signs like a 20 million year deal, he'll give some cap room for the Sixers to go after some free agents, especially shooters, especially in their backcourt, just to supplement James Harden and not to let James Harden be like the main primary ball handler, and also give a helping hand for a guy like Joel Embiid, who is very vital in especially his health is very vital, and you don't want him to play 40 minutes. You don't want James Harden with his age to play all 40 minutes. So this is a pretty good move, and with this it throws a curveball in there for the Sixers nation, as they'll be more confident in the team signing good quality players. But my question is, will they trade away a guy like Tobias Harris this offseason, because his money, he's just receiving like 36 to 38 million a year. His productivity has dipped. The Sixers thought that getting Tobias Harris other than a Jimmy Butler was the right move to make in the 2019 free agency, but it didn't pan out well, as this guy really disappointed, and he's not the main go-to guy, especially late in the games. This guy can average 20, but late in the game, no, he's not that reliable option to Tobias Harris. I just hope that they're able to trade him away and shed off some of that salary cap, so they can be able to sign in more quality role players and grab anyone they can get, especially a guy like Bobby Portis, who declined his player option. Kevin Knox, you can try to get him as well. PJ Tucker, you can even get PJ Tucker as well and give him about 10 million a year. So this is actually James Harden. He has made the right decision here. If he opted into his 47.4 million, he'll be one of the highest paid players alongside Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, Stephen Curry. Yeah, so it wouldn't be a good look for the Sixers. They would really struggle. So Harden has been under attack from all sides of the season. For the season he had, for whatever reason, he failed to live up to the expectations as a star, and he has seen career lows statistically in everything. Like his productivity on the court is wanting, especially with the rule changes. His game just kind of got stifled, but Harden is looking to put it all behind him and sign a new flexible contract, and with an intense workout that regimen that he has employed, and also his work ethic. I feel like possible resurgence is about to come, and I'm more confident in this version of James Harden because he feels like he has a legit chance to make some serious noise in the playoffs, especially with a guy like Joel Embiid with him. If he can return to his former state and play of state of play, and just play the Mori ball like the way he played when he was in Houston when Daryl Morey was the GM. I And with the right pieces around him, 60 wins is not a hard thing that for him to produce, because he's a former league MVP, 2018 league MVP, and a multiple time scoring champion. So his resurgence is necessary here. He had a bad outing with Houston in his final days in Houston. He didn't have a good stint with Brooklyn. He was just marred by controversy, the whole Kyrie KD situation. So it didn't give him a platform, a place where he could thrive. But I feel like this go around the Sixers, especially him re-signing on a new flexible deal that gives the team like some flexibility, he'll be able to give the productivity that he offered, especially when in his Houston days, early in his Houston days. Yeah, hopefully 2018 MVP James Harden, 2018, 2019 scoring champ James Harden comes back, because man, he's needed for this Sixers team to complete the process, and the process is all awake. Sometimes I felt like it was dead, but with James Harden just employing a good work ethic, they can go all in this season, and especially this free agency, you should sign a couple of role players to help in that depth. So yeah, I'm gonna keep you guys updated on free agency and just give my 2 cents on it, and I'm gonna see you in the next upload.